We might be drunk, we might be drunk. As long as we are hanging out, you know we might be drunk. Raise a glass, let's talk shit. Pet peeves, Rex, and a bit. Maybe drunk, we might be drunk, yeah.
Hey, folks, here we are. We might be drunk, and it's the middle of the day, and we're about to put down some hooch.
It's hard to find time to make this work. We're both on the road. 3 travel days in a row for me.
Woo! I know. I saw you. We did a Patreon. Get on it, folks. And you were yacked on a cross country flight.
I just thrown up. Nice.
Yeah.
You farted.
Thank you.
If you're playing the Mark Farts at Home drinking game, drink up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had just thrown up. Oh, cross country flight with the mask on too. You're like, I smell my awful vomit breath.
Oh God.
And I it's hilarious. I'm on the phone with my mom and she's like, just do not drink alcohol. And I'm just like, I'm on all fours. You think I got a gimlet handy? Like I'm dying.
Jesus Christ. Who am I, Hemingway? I'm puking here. Yeah, that's mom's for you. She always gives you advice that is completely obvious.
Oh my God. She literally not doing a character ends every call with, take your vitamins and, floss.
Yeah. You know
that's a mom thing.
We should call that is momsplaining. Like don't touch the dead pigeon, don't drink alcohol while you have food poisoning. You're like, yeah, I got it, mom.
Momsplaining is good. It is, flossing, like, it's just moms.
Yeah.
That's just who's telling you to floss.
I think flossing is a little bit of a racket.
Do you think so?
Well, I floss. I used to have braces for 6 years. I'd go to the dentist. They'd always
6 years?
Oh, it was a nightmare. I was a fucked up kid. The bedwetting, the dandruff, the neighborhood, the whole thing. But he's like, you gotta floss, and you see all these commercials, dental, what do you call it? Gum disease, gingivitis, Listerine. I floss maybe once a month, and there's nothing in there.
Really?
I go in, I got the stick, I got the little, it's like a hook with the floss thing in it.
Yeah.
That was a great invention.
It's like you're getting pulled off at the Apollo, but in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I hate those things. It's not fun.
No, it's not fun, but if you get a big chunk of grizzle, you're like, oh, wow, that was necessary, but I'm doing it, and I'm getting nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. And then you get the times when you bleed, and you're just like, I guess I got to do this.
What am I, a virgin? Yeah, it's brutal. I know, but it's necessary, but I don't think people say you got to do it like every day or every other day. I don't think it's true.
Yeah, I don't know. But then there's all these people saying that like it helps with gum disease and so much of disease come through like not flossing. I don't fucking know. Who knows?
Who knows? I guess it's better to just do it, but I don't think.
Then there's like when you're young and people are like, you got to floss, you're like, I don't even remember getting home. You think I'm going to remember to floss?
Yeah, good point.
Like, I didn't brush.
Good point. I think a lot of that is hearsay. It's a wives' tale. Don't swim when you're hungry. I've eaten a buffet and I hit the beach. I've never done any of that shit. I eat when I've swim when I've been eating like a fucking full cake.
Your New Balance game. Look at these.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that. This is like what a dad who has money wears. It's like a shiny New Balance.
These were given to me. I would never buy these. They're too hip, but the black folk love these.
Do they?
Yeah. I've been chased.
I got like dad shoes on too. Look at these. These are like dad runners.
Oh yeah. Your shoes have come a long way. They're so colorful now.
Yeah.
Shoes used to be white and black and maybe gray. And now look at that. It's blue and orange, yeah.
Yeah, and you got like leather sneakers.
I know, they're crazy.
What are we drinking?
These are my show shoes. I only wear them when I'm performing.
Show shoes? Who are you, Hanley? You have show. Remember when he told us that we were like young comics? He goes, "These are my show shoes," and we're like, "Show shoes?"
Yeah. Well, it's not like these aren't special, but I don't want to wear them out because they're so cool, I guess. So I only wear them on stage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's more of a all right.
Guinness.
Nothing like an ice cold bottle of the gin.
I love it. What was the other? You said you brought a backup option. I want the Guinness, but I want to know what else you brought.
I got us a Foster's because it's a hot day. Something fun. This feels like a day beer to me.
I'm more of a Guinness man than a Foster's man.
Yeah, it's not the best beer. And then I got just a Corona Familiar.
Never even heard of it.
I haven't either.
Corona Familiar.
I'm not familiar.
What are they? I thought it was extra light, and now we have Familiar.
I think it's like the banquet of Corona. So
look at that. Oh, you got it on your keychain?
Oh yeah. Come on, I'm an alcoholic. It's funny that that's on my car key too, so I just have a bottle opener dangling from my ignition.
I saw Paul Verzi, All Things Comedy, post that thing. Our buddy Paul Verzi was defending White Claw, kind of like we did.
I saw that.
And then every comment was just like, this guy's an alcoholic. Like every defense is like, oh, put you fucking pussies on your ass. I drink White Claw. And then everyone's like, this guy's, this is a bad pour, man.
Bad pour.
We got to let the foam go down.
Oh, geez, this looks like a black and tan over here.
I love a black and tan.
Underrated drink.
What is that? What is that? A Yingling and a Guinness, or what? What's the combo?
I thought it was a Michelob. Wait, what is it? It's got some rum in it. No, I'm thinking of a Dark and Stormy.
Dark and Stormy is pretty good too.
Yeah. What is a black and tan?
Damn, we haven't really experimented with weird cocktails on this. We kind of should.
Well, we don't really have a bar here.
Maybe we got to make a bar here.
We
got
to get a bar
we'll
in
some
here.
Stuff. Well, by the way, I love in this studio. There's a security guard. I've never seen them stop anyone.
I know.
There's a guy in the lobby. He's literally watching a show without headphones in.
Yeah.
And I just walk. I'm like, this dude's. Why is he here?
I know.
They're paying a guy. That could be the booze budget right there.
Yeah, that's true. Best gig in town, though. He just sits there and watches TV on the clock. He's never stopped me. He always goes, hey, what's up? I come in with 2 bags of booze. He's like, get in there.
If you walk in confidently, you can get into most places.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. If you kind of go, what? Looking for then they don't like you. They got to sign in, and you got to give a name and a number. But yeah, confident. How do they know? Is that white privilege, or is that just fake it till you make it?
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I think
Could
you're
be
right.
White
privilege.
He's black, so that means he's giving into white privilege.
just like a white person to make it their fault.
Yeah, they're ruining the country.
Let's take a sip of this here. Cheers.
It looks like a milkshake.
Hey, to Hitler's good ideas.
Hey, the guy had great taste in clothing.
No, I have an issue because I obviously, Jew, but, my neighborhood, there's Stumptown coffee is so good, and they gave money to the Nazis. It really is, it's a real problem. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really upsets me.
Volkswagen, Hugo Boss,
yeah,
all Nazi.
BMW.
Ooh, shit.
That one makes sense. You're like, yeah, you look at the logo, you're like, that feels Nazi-ish.
It does. It has a swastika kind of vibe.
But who loves BMWs? Jews.
Yeah.
Who loves Stumptown coffee? You have one?
I have my car. That old car's a Beamer. And it's an old Beamer, too. So it probably has some bad ideas still. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that.
It's got that new car smell and that old Hitler smell in there.
It's a little gassy. All right. But yeah, oh, shit.
Did you do the whole thing? It was a whole article now. Like, I forgot there's some American institution using gassing people to death, like for lethal execution.
Oh, wow.
And I could have just said execution. I don't know if we need lethal in there. But they're like, this is what the Nazis did, they're saying.
Yeah.
This is how they did it. And you're like, well, what is murdering someone? Do you really care how they...
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, like...
I guess there's a classier way to get executed. I don't know.
Well, you don't want to hang either.
That's true.
That's got some history. And it's just so barbaric or whatever you want to call it. It's
people would watch.
Yeah, it's so horrible.
Isn't that weird that people would just watch you get fucking murdered? That was like the town would be like, all right.
It was pre-internet, It was like, hey, there's a hanging at 2. It's something to do. It was like seeing a guitar act in Central Park. I think, too...
Either way, someone's dying in public.
Yeah, it's like, we all watched this, Faces of Death. You knew it was bad, or you're driving by, you rubberneck. Oh, there's a guy in a body bag. We all have to look, and I think it's kind of part of that.
Yeah.
Also, I think Firing Squad is the classiest.
Is it?
I think we should bring that back. They put the blindfold, you get the cigarette. It's got some dignity to it. And they all put their guns up, and they only have 1 bullet, I think.
I feel like they use that a lot in wars, though. I feel like it's got kind of like a barbaric feel to it, doesn't
That's true.
it?
It's true. I guess lethal injection is the move.
That's probably the move.
That's probably the most dignity.
It's like, am I getting the COVID vaccine or am I getting murdered? It's got the same feel. It's kind of weird.
Murderna. Yeah, that's true. Remember that George Carlin bit? We're so obsessed with, like, health and germs. He's like, we swab your arm before we give you the lethal injection.
Fuck, that's so good.
So good.
What a great little catch. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't need to shower every day, folks.
I saw our buddy Wayne Fetterman on Fallon the other day, and he was plugging a book on the history of stand-up, and it looks great. It looks really great.
Did you watch the history of late night on CNN? It just came out.
I watched one on. I thought I saw clips of it. I think I was in it for a second.
I think you might have been, actually.
I think so. Yeah, because Jessica Pilot sent me a.
I think you're at the cellar or something.
No, I think I'm on Colbert in it. She sent me a thing of it. It's like me walking out in an ill-fitting suit and a shitty haircut.
Oh yes. Yeah, you got the suit.
That was back when I didn't know suits could fit.
That was we were a newer comic. It was like our funeral suit or wedding suit.
It was a multi-purpose suit. It's funny when you watch comics in the 90s, anyone in the 90s, you're like, man, you could be out of shape.
Yeah.
And like that was a nice suit. Like Gary Shandling's wearing like a giant 42 long,
huge
double-breasted.
flowy. Yeah, exactly.
But it's Armani and he looked good.
Exactly. It's so true. Yeah. The suit thing, we're such children because I didn't buy a real suit till the Seinfeld opening because I knew he would pick it apart. I knew he's such a psycho. He'd be like, "What the fuck is this suit? You got to get a real suit."
Yeah.
So I was 36, bought a suit.
Yeah, I don't think I got a good one till I bought a cool one for Fallon.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's late night. I've worn suits on Fallon and Colbert just because I feel like they appreciate it. And I'm like, they always say they appreciate it when you wear a suit. I'm like, you think Jimmy Fallon gives a fuck if I show up in a wife beater?
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's these younger kids with like leather jackets and all this shit, or like torn jeans, and I'm like, what the hell are we doing?
I do. It is, but we do look weird. I remember Bert Kreischer once said to me, he's like, you don't look good in a suit. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, you're not a suit guy. Well, I think he saw me in the one that didn't fit.
I see, yeah.
No, if we get one that fits, it looks all right.
Yeah.
Anyone looks good in a suit.
Any guy looks good in a sharp suit. But that one with no tie, the Tonight Show one, you look badass.
Thanks, man.
The open white collar, that's a good look.
That's a good blue suit.
Yeah.
That's kind of in. Pete Lee looks good in a suit. He always drops money on suits. So every time you see Pete Lee's Fallon sets, he's like, he told me a story that he went to Bloomingdale's and he was like, oh, this is so expensive, this suit. And he's like, I'm wearing it on Fallon. Can you do anything for me? And they're like, come this way. There was like a fucking special.
What?
I think he got it like half off because he said he was going to wear it on TV.
Jeez. You know who didn't have that was Men's Warehouse. That's where I got mine.
You got your Seinfeld suit?
No, my other one before that.
Jeez,
they're like, we tailor it right here. I was like, oh my god, you're in the mall.
Nothing wrong with Men's Warehouse, but like it's Jerry. I got mine at that place, Suit Supply.
That's where I got the Jerry one.
You know why it's
great.
cool? Because it's just their whole thing is like it fits. Mm-hmm. That's their whole thing is like we'll make it fit.
Yes, and the dudes who are wearing suits in there, they look great, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of a good look. A suit it just will never go out of style. But it's funny. Like you look at. Even like, I saw a Sex and the City episode and it's like Mr. Big is supposed to be like this cool rich guy. I'm like, that suit looks like shit.
I know.
But I know that's like probably a really expensive suit.
At the time, yeah. It's also funny too, as somebody was making fun of 80s comics, like, what's with the sport coat? They all look so cheesy. I'm like, we all wear bombers. It's the same thing. It's just a different era. You know, we all wear the same jacket.
Yeah, sometimes I see a jacket and I'm like, man, I can't. It's funny. Like I did a riff the other night on stage about like somehow someone started heckling about the royal family, so I started shitting on them. Like my angle was like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like wearing a crown. Like I'm embarrassed by certain jackets. You know what I mean? Like
it's true.
That's part of the thing. I was like, man, don't you ever put on like a blazer and you're like, I haven't earned it. You know?
Oh, dude, all the time. And I like them. They look cool, especially like a summer blazer. I see a guy with a
seersucker.
A seersucker.
You like that?
I love it. Or linen or something. And I'm like, this guy's got a cool frames and a t-shirt on under the seersucker. I'm like, oh, what a badass.
Like Harry Hamlin on Mad Men or some shit.
Yes, he's got the no socks with the loafers and he's drinking a Manhattan in the sun. I'm like, this guy's a badass. He's on a boat or a pier.
Yeah.
But I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I try. I've even bought them and I just don't wear them. They're just hanging in my closet. Like
I did the same. I bought some Cole Haan sneakers and these beautiful brown leather. I've never worn them.
You can wear them for like a cool gig or something.
I get it. They were $300. I was like, I'm wearing these. I wear them around the house.
I did the same thing. I got these cool loafers like that are like same price, like super expensive. And then like I in the store, I'm like, fuck yeah, I look cool. And then I put them on. I'm like, I'm gonna get torn apart for these. I can't do it.
Same way.
I just picture what like Keith Robinson or Colin Quinn would say if they saw me in those.
Totally. And you're killing in the mirror at the store, and then you just
yeah, because you're in front of a guy who's trying to get a fucking commission.
Right. Exactly.
He's like, yeah, this works for you. You're like, you don't know me.
Yes, I know. But
brutal.
What is that in turn? Because not everyone has that. Other people go the other way. They go, I'm the man. I look great. I'm wearing this every day.
Self-loathing.
I guess so. I guess
Just
that's
a
the
hint?
term. I guess that's the term.
This is a good day drink of Guinness.
It works.
Dude, yeah, you need a hint because whenever you meet someone they don't have, I mean, we those people that are just sure of themselves, we fucking hate them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jim Jeffries has a great bit about how, like, low self-esteem is actually, like, a great quality. Because imagine if you had high self-esteem and you're building a car.
Yes.
Like, I don't think it's going to work. It's going to work because I did it. Then the guy flies off the highway or something.
Yeah, then you got the Asian guy who goes by like, like he's being really careful with it. He's like, that's who you want making your car. That's a great bit.
Great bit. Jay Leno always says low self-esteem is a good quality. Yeah, because you worry about things. I mean, it's hell for us because we're in the middle of it and we have anxiety and we're freaking out. But I think you'll make a better product.
You don't hate yourself, but you have like a hint of it.
Yeah. You want it to go well. You're worried about the judgment. You're worried about it sucking. That's
yeah, I
not
mean,
bad.
a dude who shows up in a fedora, you're like, you didn't have that moment where you looked in the mirror and were like, maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
You want that minute. Even if you're like, I'm doing a fedora today, you want a minute where you're like, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Self-doubt. I wouldn't even say self-loathing. Self-doubt, maybe self-awareness.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
And like my girl, this is one thing I love about her. She hates any guy trying to be sexy, like in a photo, like a guy like, she's like, oh, that's a fucking
even if
panty
you're
dryer.
hot, it's like.
Yes, even if you're hot. And if you're like trying, like your outfit, you got the shirt buttoned down. And even if you are hot, she's like, you're trying to be hot.
Well, how do you feel? What if a woman posts pictures like that trying to be hot?
I love it. I mean, well, I'm not it's a lady thing, but I think she's right because as a guy, that's a weird personality.
It's weird to be into your looks as a dude.
Yes, that's what it is. The guy staring in the mirror, he's doing this shit, like, slicking back the hair, all that shit.
This shit is rough.
Yeah.
That's like I feel like every Tom Cruise movie, like the opening has a scene where he's just like looking in the mirror smiling and you're just like, fuck this shit.
I know. But then some girls like that.
Yeah, well, clearly. I mean, they haven't stopped doing that. It's working.
Yeah. I mean, all the bullies in high school, tough guys in my high school, mean asshole guys, they had the hottest girlfriends all the time. And look, it's high school, so these are dumb guys and dumb girls, but...
Yeah, but guess what? A lot of those dumb people, you get to be an adult, and they're still around and kicking.
I know. They're on Wall Street or whatever the hell. They're doing fine.
But
so you got to meet the right gal.
Yeah, I do. There's something about a suit though. Like I wish I was a suit guy, but I'm also glad I'm not. It's a lot of upkeep. A lot of dry cleaning bills.
Yeah,
a lot of.
That's true.
You can be that comic who rocks a suit on the road.
Oh yeah,
that's a lot.
You got to iron it. You got to steam it, and then the suit that cut can go out of style. So now you got to buy a new suit.
Do you think? Yeah, I guess slim fit. At some point, I'll probably go back to baggy.
Probably, yeah.
Like I was complaining about, like fashion is so weird, man.
I hate fashion.
I hate it. Like I bought those underwear at Gap recently, and it's over the top. I was complaining about it. It drove me nuts.
What do you mean over the top?
It's no fly.
Oh,
a lot of this underwear
that.
is no fly now. They're like, you go over the roof, you don't go through the window. And I go, the window is the most important part.
It's all about the window. Roof. What are we doing? Oh, now we're the weird kid at the school bathroom who's pulling the pants all the way down.
Yeah, that's a weird kid.
Yeah.
You don't want to walk to a urinal and see butt cheeks.
Oh.
That's a bad look.
I know. And it's weird because old people do it too. So it's weird how you start out doing it, then you live your whole life pulling it through the window, and then when you get old again, you just drop them down again. It's just weird. It's kind of like diapers.
You know what my peeve is? When we don't have a green room bathroom, and I'm fine. Look, I'm fine pissing with everybody, but the chatterbox at the urinal.
Oh, dude, never fails. They go, Sam, what's up? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm peeing next to Sam Morril.
Or even if they don't know you, even if they're just like, so good night, huh? It was.
Yeah. What do you say? And you better pray to God there's a partition.
Oh, God. Please.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
Racially mixed cities have partitions. Because I don't think the honky wants to be urinating and have the giant black dong. With the partition, he feels a little comfortable. But then I go to Appleton, Wisconsin, where it's all white, no partition.
Interesting.
It's a theory.
It also just could be it's a more progressive place, so they're just like, they're like, we got to be on this.
Right. We don't want any harassment or whatever.
I'm a fan of the partition.
Love the partition.
I don't think we need to be like just looking at a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, I mean, no partition is one step away from the trough.
The trough is garbage.
that's a tough moment for a young boy.
Why not just piss on the street at that point?
I know. What are we in Calcutta? Come on. It is fun when they put the ice in it, though. You got to admit.
The ice is fun.
You melt the ice. You feel like you got a laser dick.
Oh my god, I feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you, ice.
Yeah, that was a big chunk I just took down. Yeah. Wait, what were we talking about?
Urinals, partitions, troughs, suits.
Oh, shit. Oh, I want to give a toast. Speaking about airport pissing.
Love a toast.
Toast.
This is like the anti-peeve.
Yes, exactly. You gave a peeve. I'm going to give a toast. I got into the United Lounge. I'm toasting airport lounges. It was a game changer. Oh my god, what a moment.
I love it. I love an airport lounge.
Oh, milestone.
Dude, just pay for the lounge with Delta. Just do it.
It's funny. I was talking to my our money guy, and he was like, "You got to get more credit cards because I have one credit card. I hate credit, as we know." As you know.
Wait. I thought you didn't have a credit card.
Well, I have one, but I keep it in a drawer in, New Orleans. It's far away from me.
I don't understand.
I just don't trust myself. I don't like the idea that I can swipe this and just buy shit that's not paid for. I got to pay for it later. It's too risky.
No, I understand the mindset, but like, you just don't be an animal with it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so, like if I owe you money, you're like, hey, I got this. I'm like, I'll just pay you right now. I just want to knock it out.
I'm that way too, but also. Yeah, you get shit out of it. You get, like, rewards and stuff. That's why I do it.
Yeah, that's what he said. So I'm going to get the Delta one.
The Delta one's great.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Now, for the first time in my life, I'm waiting for one of those ladies, behind the little desk with the tablecloth going, I got the Delta. Who wants the Delta card? And everybody goes, blow me. Now I need that lady.
I love that lady.
Yeah, I don't know where else to get one.
It's great. And it's also, I just like the lounge, man. It's like, that is like luck. So many times, just like, and also you just save dough. And
yes.
Save dough because you don't have to buy like a $12 egg sandwich that sucks.
So true. And you kind of get there early and usually have like, I got 45 minutes to kill before this. And now I'm in the lounge and I'm like, I only have 45 minutes.
I know. Yeah. You want to get, you can get work done. You get some food. You have a coffee. You have a cocktail.
I know. Open bar. The food was great.
I don't think it's open bar, is it?
The United was.
Was it? I don't think Delta is.
Oh, interesting.
I think they charge you.
Damn, that's shocking.
It is shocking. It's an outrage, I say.
It is.
No, it really, it's pretty great. And I like that. I mean, it's such a stressful experience traveling. Like, I've had 3 travel days in a row, especially when you don't feel well. You're just like, fuck, I just want to just not be stressed. And that lounge is key.
I'm impressed, man. That's impressive stuff to just bounce around like that. It's so hard on the body. It's hard on the sleep schedule.
Oh, I'm hurting.
Yeah. Here. Same.
But it's the job, man. I mean, I love our job. So it's
I do too.
It's just a good, like I was in Albany all weekend with, Dina Hashem and Shafi Hossein, and we had a good time, and we're,
Man,
it's weird that Albany's
a deli. You guys got the whole Middle East on this show. What is he? He's Indian?
Yeah.
And then she's Muslim.
Yeah.
Where's she her people from?
She's from Jersey. I don't know where exactly her
And then a New York Jew. It's just a fun little Gaza you got going on.
Oh yeah, we got she mentioned it and I was like, you know what? I didn't even see it till you mentioned it. I'm that progressive.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Man, it's funny. Like I hadn't been to the Albany Funny Bone in a while, in like years, and it's like I was like, man, why? I guess mall comedy shows aren't that bad. And it's like, oh, it was just people came out this time. It's been, last time I was there, like it was just papered, free tickets. No one's paying attention. They're on their phone.
It's funny because all you need is a room with a microphone and chairs, and we've always had papered rooms. But when it's your people, that any room could be good.
That's so
I mean,
true.
if it's not a 1,000,000-mile high ceiling and shit like that.
Yeah, it was good, man. Where you were Virginia Beach?
Virginia Beach, which is a notoriously tough room, but it was our people. So
I love it. And
they were great.
And the setup was good?
Setup's good. It's a small club, and they have a kind of like a little balcony, and it's like a 2004 museum in Virginia Beach. Like, everybody's got afflicted shirts. They're drinking Monster. They got big trucks. It's so behind. Baggy pants and a chain wallet and shoes you haven't
Michael
seen.
Richards hasn't been canceled yet?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, the Friends reunion. They're like, we're still on Friends. They don't even know about the reunion. So it's kind of wild to go there. And it's an hour flight. It's like a 40-minute flight.
Did you ever watch Friends?
I did. I watched it every day. I hated it.
I hated it too, but I kept watching it.
Yeah, it was on. It was familiar. They were attractive. It was New York.
They were attractive.
Chandler was funny.
He's a great comic actor.
He is.
And so is Lisa Kudrow is a great comic actor too. But it's just you're right. It's just not
good. There's so many wild premises. She's like half a tard. Joey's really stupid. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But they're friends, and they had a huge apartment. Rachel works at a coffee shop. None of it makes sense, but
if you just create a show where like there's a bunch of good-looking people that like will they won't they hook up,
yes,
people will watch it.
That's so true. Yeah, I mean they had to flip flop. Joey hooked up with Phoebe at one point, Monica and Chandler, Ross, Rachel, then Joey and Rachel.
It was, you know what it was? It was like you could tell everything about a person if they thought that show was better than Seinfeld. Because it was Friends versus Seinfeld.
Boy, that is so true.
It was like if you thought Friends was better than Seinfeld, you weren't funny.
My roommate in college was dating this super hot like bimbo girl, and she was like, I don't like Seinfeld. And this is 2002. I was like, you don't like Seinfeld? And she's like, no, I like Friends. I was like, why? She goes, because they're better looking. And I was like, wow, you are so vapid that you would say that out loud.
That's a great takeaway. That Jason Alexander's no Matt LeBlanc.
I know.
That's your observation.
I know. It's like Seinfeld and Larry David at the helm with Michael Richards doing his amazing physical comedy. And come on.
It's you know what my rec is this week, and this is a good segue for this. Frasier.
Oh, great rec. We were talking about this.
It's on Hulu. I was on a flight.
Great rec.
A long flight, and I was just kind of burnt out, My Knicks had just been embarrassed, and they're gone now, they're whatever, but I was in a bad mood. I'm like, what can I watch that'll, like, wash the tears away? And I just throw Frasier on. I watched it. The pilot is incredible.
Oh,
it's an incredible pilot. It's just like, first off, I love the idea that these two like, what are they, British? And their dad's like an old Irish cop. It makes no sense.
Right. Yeah, they're so highfalutin. They're so high society. They speak like British people.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know.
I guess they're trying to show, like, look how rich we are. We're so rich, we're British.
They're so theatery.
Yes.
And the dad is like, I'm just going to watch the game. Like, oh, father. How could you?
Yeah, right. And then Daphne was British.
She's Australian, I think. Oh, no, she's from Manchester. She's British. Yeah. You know what's funny is it's so much. It's such a good escapist show because there are no real stakes.
Yes.
Every episode is like Frasier's dinner party gets ruined.
Right. And it's very light. Like, even if something horrible happens, the dog comes in and makes a face. So, yeah, I like that show.
I went to a live taping once. When I was a kid, we did like a family vacation. My dad had a business trip in LA, and he's like, I'll just turn this into a family vacation. And I was like the highlight.
Whoa.
I'd never seen it, and I saw it live, and I was like, "Fuck, Kelsey Grammer live!" It's like,
man,
that guy's like on another level.
He's a presence. The booming voice. He's so big, man. That's how cool was that?
Incredible. And I think he was just sober. Like, I mean, that was the first few seasons of that show. He was a drug addict.
Yeah,
dude, I didn't know. Dude, he has had like the worst life of anyone I've ever seen.
Is that right?
His fucking dad and sister were murdered. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah,
where are they from?
I don't remember. But, then I think he just developed this. He never dealt with anything. He just was this great actor and developed this drug problem.
Wow.
And they said the whole cast was like giving him interventions and stuff. And they cared about him. They knew he was a good person.
Wow. That's kind of cool to hear that because you think like, oh, this guy's an actor. He's a blowhard. He can't stop drinking. Like, get it together, man. But
no,
he's got a
people.
Fucked up
People
past.
have real shit.
Yeah. Holy hell. And it's so funny to have this murdered guy's dad and sister murdered, and then he's playing this highfalutin guy.
It's like, yeah, that's acting.
That's acting, baby.
But it's really just killer.
Yeah.
Killer pilot. Great idea.
So many jokes.
Yeah.
And it was in Seattle, which was weird, I thought, as a kid. I was like, Seattle? What's up with Seattle? That was back before you knew everything about every town because we didn't go there.
Yeah. Oh, now we know too much.
Too much. And we know the deep, dark secrets, like Seattle, the heroin epidemic, the hipsters. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, that's a good rec.
Hard rec, Hulu. It's just good. It's good. It's light. It's theatery, which is kind of it's almost like Neil Simon.
It's like Neil Simon.
It's not like many sitcoms you see anymore.
Right. And a rare spin-off success.
Yes.
It's a Cheers spin-off, and it worked.
Yeah, but I'm sure that chick, she's like, I don't like Frasier. They're not good looking enough.
I know. She's like, he's balding.
You know what's hilarious? They do look like brothers.
Yeah, they kind of do. They kind of do. They have that Aryan white face.
There's a whole episode how they're like competing who gets to be Corkmaster in their wine club. Like, I love shows where the stakes are just so stupid.
Yeah.
Where like, this doesn't matter at all to me,
Right.
but it's just funny, so you don't give a shit.
That's funny. Yeah, they're at the opera. They're at the symphony. It was always high-end shit.
Yeah.
All right, my rec, you're not going to like it. This is a little controversial.
All right. I mean, why am I not going to like
Well,
it? Mein Kampf.
So we've been on the road a million years. I had to get up at 5:45 for my flight today, and then you're in a Virginia Beach or an Oklahoma town or a Nebraska, and you have to get an Uber to get to the airport.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're like, I'm up at 5:45. I got to be at the airport at 6:30. I'll get an Uber. Uber, 28 minutes. Because it's these weird towns.
Unacceptable.
I didn't even realize it. Umar Khan, my host for the weekend, he goes,
I just met him.
Great guy.
Arlington, Virginia.
Pakistani, part of the Middle East, your whole thing. And
He could be part of my tour.
yeah.
He did a guest set on my show because the Knicks game was on, and I wanted to start. We started 15 minutes late, and then I threw him up for 15 because I wanted to catch the ending.
How funny is
the
that?
one game we won.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, he told me about that. He's like, hey, let me do time because the Knicks are on. I'm like, yeah, good. You should follow him when the Knicks are in season. But, yeah, the name of that tour could be something with bombing. All right. But, so he told me, hey, you can schedule an Uber.
Oh, wow.
I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you can just schedule one when it, comes out. Like, when you want one, it'll pick you up if you do it ahead of time. You can just
Do you have to pay extra for this?
No.
Wow.
So I've been so many mornings pulling my hair out, sweating, looking at the clock going,
I wake up extra early. I didn't know about this.
Exactly. So Uber schedule. It's got a little clock on there. You just push the clock and you pick the time you want. Boom.
Hate Ubers, won't do it. But maybe
you're
if
in
I'm
Oklahoma.
maybe if I'm in a weird city. But I'm a yellow cab man. You know me.
Yeah, but what are you gonna call a yellow cab?
I'll take them sometimes. Yeah, no, I'll take them sometimes. But because they're just hard to find now. And morning up, I have been taking Ubers to airports just because I can't rely on finding a yellow cab when I'm in a rush.
Yeah, exactly.
But I take yellow cabs back always, and they're less money too.
They are now for sure. So that brings me to my next point. I got downloaded this app called Curb. Like the TV show. Yeah. And it's like an Uber for the cabs. It just says, hey, I need a cab in 5 minutes here. So you can just get a cab coming to your house. That's how I got here.
Yellow cab.
It was a yellow cab, but it was $9, and I looked at the Uber, and it was $19.
These motherfuckers are criminals.
Criminals. They know what they're doing.
Uber really, I think we talked about this on the Patreon, but Uber really... I think they were operating at a loss for I think they're still operating at a loss.
You think?
I think there's I think they're just.
I assume they were huge. They're global.
Well,
now.
they have Uber Eats and all these things.
Yeah.
I think, but then, Lyft. I feel like Lyft just came out and they're like, let's wait for Uber to fuck up. And they did.
Yeah, they did.
Because that CEO is a real dickbag.
That's right. That's right. So then Lyft scooped in. They were like, we're the good guys, and you can tip our drivers, and we have better rates for our employees and all that. And then they got too high.
We're purple. We're hip.
Yeah, exactly. We're a little gayer. And then they got too high up and charged too much, and now we're back to cabs.
You ever get in those Lyft or something? You ever get in and they have the little screen on it, like Lyft,
yes.
And then they have candy in the back, and you're like, would that get picked up by Willy Wonka here? Like, what the hell's happening?
I know, and there's Purell, there's candy. It says, please tip. You're like, all right, I got it. I'm still not going to tip.
Turn around. Is the temperature okay? You're like, yes, it's fine, please.
Right. There's 8 cords for every smartphone ever made. Like, do you have a Nokia? Yeah.
Yeah, there is something about the Lyft, though, man, where it's like, it does feel a little hipper. But then they had all these new ones. They had Juno, that one under, I think.
Oh, yeah, that was quick.
Juno was the hip one. They're like 20% off every ride. And then I'm like, yeah, well, you're not going to last.
Right. I tell you what is sexy, though. I was with Che once, and he's like, let's go to a bar. I was like, all right. He's like, I'll get an Uber. And he got the Uber black, whatever, high-end SUV leather.
We're used to the Uber white.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. The Uber white trash. And the guy came out in a suit, opened the door. I was like, damn. I'm used to the guy, who doesn't get out. He pops the trunk.
There's a masseuse in the back. She's just rubbing you.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Nice.
So that was nice, but yeah.
Uber, yeah, I've done that once. That's funny. That's a famous person move.
It's a famous or trying to get laid move. Like you go on a date, get an Uber Black. That really up your chances. I guess.
I was at Amy's once, and she called an Uber Black. I was with Rachel Feinstein, and we just she was like, "Oh, I'll get you. Let me call you an Uber." And we're like, "Uber Black." Pretty cool.
Have you heard of this is more of a car thing. Well, what's that car one? Turo. It's Airbnb for cars. So basically, some guy has a sweet Ferrari or something, and if you go to Nashville, you can Turo his car, and he's like, left the key on the tire. Go by, and you get the Ferrari for a day.
How's it spelled?
Turo.
Turo. I mean, I'm not ever going to do it. I can't drive. But did you do it?
I did it once, and it was sexy.
What kind of car?
I got this crazy ass Porsche.
What?
Yeah, it was.
Did you take pictures of this?
I think I got some in here. I didn't want to take pics because it was just me, so I didn't want to be like.
Right. And you
but,
could just be doing that in the street. It's not that cool.
That's true.
How about those people? They're just like in front of a car. You're like, that's not even your car.
It's not even your car.
People do that.
I know. I used to do that. I've done that.
Me too. I did it too. With one of those cameras where you had to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I waited for that photo to get developed like a douche.
I know.
Check me out in front of this fucking Mercedes. I'm like, oh, I can't actually drive, and my friends know that. So this might not work.
Right. Yeah. We've all done it. But I've done that.
It's a dickbag move.
I've done that in front of women. I'm like, my friend takes a photo of me next to some hot model.
Man, this is pretty
Polish
good.
it off.
Yeah,
that goes down easy.
Are you driving or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ari's driving.
Can he drive?
Oh yeah. I think just about anybody can drive. No offense.
A lot of New Yorkers are bad drivers. I heard Colin
true.
Quinn can't drive. I've been in cars with Dave Attell. He's not a good driver.
I've heard that. I heard Dave Attell's terrifying.
He does both. He looks like he's driving a toy car where he's got both hands on anything and he just keeps doing this.
Oh my God.
It's very stressful.
He's from Long Island.
Yeah, but he's just not. You could just tell he's not a driver. He's a better driver than I am.
Oh wow.
Like if we're in a car together, like he should be driving.
I'm telling you, Patreon, a video of me teaching you to drive a stick would be gold. We'll put some orange cones out, get a few beers.
I don't want to fuck your car up, though.
Well, we'll get a rental.
All right.
We'll get a Turo. All right. What do you got on oh, you did your peeve and wreck.
Yeah.
Here's my peeve, and this one's a little high concept, so I hope I make this clear. I was hanging out with a bunch of people, and they're all kind of younger comics, a lot of one-upping, which is already a lot.
Like give me an example.
Just like a lot of like trying to be funnier than everybody else, yeah. And no one's really listening to anyone. They're just trying to get their laugh,
Oh, young comics are tough, man. That anxiety tough. And that need, like, look, we were there. Look, yeah. we still got a little of that.
Sure, I know. So I'm with Nick Griffin, Attell, and Artie Lang. I want to get one in, but you got to sit back, and they don't hate you if you sit back.
Yeah.
So. Everybody's kind of being a lot, and I'm just drinking. It's like 2 shows late. We did 2 shows. I got a scotch.
You're doing a meet and greet.
Yeah,
it takes a lot out of you.
Exactly. Let's relax. Stop jumping.
That's why I love when there's a game on. I'm like, let me just get the game on. We could zone out a little.
Zone out, and you talk when you need to talk, but you can still have something to focus on.
Oh man, it's the best.
It's the best. Yeah. So I threw something out, and I couldn't think of the name of that kind of sugar. I think it's stevia.
Oh, yeah.
Is that something?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, what's that sugar called? It's like a little packet. It's not sugar. It's fake sugar. People are like, equal? I'm like, no, it's not equal. And they're like, I don't think you know what you're talking about, man. I'm like, no. And just because I couldn't think of the name, they assumed I didn't have, it didn't exist. And it was driving me crazy.
And
I was like,
a group of people shut this down?
Yeah. They were like,
no one even threw Splenda at you?
Nothing. Maybe they said Splenda, but I was like, no, I think it's something else. It's like fake sugar. It's better for you or whatever. And they're like, you're crazy, man. I'm like, what? You think I'm just making up chemicals? And so we got all into it. And then somebody, I think later was like, I think you're talking about stevia. And I was like, thank you. But I hate the idea of just because I don't know the name, all of a sudden this thing doesn't exist. And it drove me crazy.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel good to be dismissed either.
Yeah, like just because you guys aren't willing to go with me here, then I'm completely wrong. I don't know. The whole thing bugged me. And then later I'm like Googling it, like stevia.
Stevia sucks.
Does it?
Yeah, they would sell I think like Dwayne Reed or those drugstores. They would sell like stevia soda, and I didn't know what it was. So I bought it once thinking it was like
healthy?
Just seltzer. And then I drank it. I'm like, this tastes like shit.
Yeah, yeah. I remember NutraSweet was big.
What's that?
That was like equal. It's like fake sugar, but it turned out to be worse for you. A lot of this shit, the Impossible Burger apparently is worse for you.
Is it?
That's what they say.
Some of them taste good though. I mean,
They're impressive.
And also, it's like I trust that shit more than I trust like a chicken breast at a mall comedy club. I'm sorry, I don't like it all is I think bad for you, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then
it's all chemicals.
it's all bad. Yeah, I mean they're all bad probably. But then yeah, those cookies, those health cookies. My grandparents used to eat them. They'd have like a tray of like cookies that would be like all Snackwells.
Snackwells.
That was big with the Florida community.
Yes, and they'd be like, no fat, but it's full of sugar. It's full of everything else.
Snackwells is such a like great name for it.
I know. All that shit, like gluten-free, anything.
Yeah.
My ex was gluten-free, and everything had extra sugar because you got to make up for the gluten.
But isn't gluten like that's like a thing that you can't? I mean, that's like inflammation or what?
Sure.
What is it?
Celiac. She had celiac.
All right.
But everything to make the cookie still taste good, you had to put all the extra butter and all this shit in it to keep it good.
Right. Fuck, like vegan cookies.
Yes.
Like, people think you're eating vegan. It's just healthy, but it's like you just a lot of bad shit is still.
I know.
You could still like. There's a vegan place right by here, and it's like this shit ain't healthy.
It ain't healthy. It's just not meat.
Some of it tastes good though, but it's it's just It's. I mean, people who are vegan, I know like some of them. I know some people who are vegan. Do they never get sick?
Really?
So a lot of pro athletes, like Kyrie Irving, is vegan now, and like,
interesting.
It's interesting, like these guys, because I think they just get less inflammation.
Ah, right. I gave up bread.
You never eat bread. I've seen you eat bread.
Ah, shit. Well, I cheat on bread every now and then, but
you
like
never eat pizza.
I gave up pizza.
What?
It ain't.
Never have a bagel.
I don't touch bagels.
Look how angry I got. The Jew in me just.
Bagels to me is a crazy meal. It's just so much dough. It's so much bread. It's crazy.
That might be my death row meal. A bagel with a schmear.
Bread.
Listen, a bagel with a schmear, smoked salmon, onion, tomato, capers. That's a fucking meal right there.
That is
friend.
nice, but I get a bite or two of that. I can't do the whole roundy. I mean,
my friend, have never been to a bris. I'll tell you.
That's true. I'd like to go.
It's a good time. No,
I would love to go.
What's your death row meal then?
That's a good question. I would go comfort food like a pot roast, a meatloaf, a fried chicken. I like lasagna. I like comfort diner food is my favorite kind of food.
Lasagna is a good call.
It's
good
all
lasagna.
horrible. Yeah, it's all horrible for you, but man, I love that chicken fried steak. Oh, the best.
We were in Arlington, Virginia, Gary Veter and I, and we found it's nothing like finding a great diner on the road.
The one that hasn't changed since 1941. No blacks. I mean, the whole thing. They don't let anything. It's the same griddle. It's the same counter. It's the same waitress flow. She calls you hun. I love it.
It was a classic. It was just like a classic, like great. Like it's funny how eggs can just be better. Like
that's
it's like
true.
For some reason the omelet was 10 times better here. We had another place that it was fine, but I'm like this place. Silver
nice.
Diner, I think, in Arlington. Fuck, it's great.
It's great. Like I'll go there to one of those diners, and you get the what's the soup of the day? Oh, we got vegetable and French onion. I'm like, give me the vegetable, and it's homemade vegetable soup. I can't believe it. Like some guy came in early, made that shit. He's an
But then
ex-con.
isn't it crazy if you go to a restaurant and they just dump a can? Like that's crazy too.
Kills me. There's a lot of that too.
That's crazy.
I know.
It's like, why open a restaurant?
Yeah, right? It's like a comic who steals jokes. Like, what's your point of view? You know?
This is TikTok Diner.
That's great. We have one of those.
There is a TikTok Diner on 30.
That's hilarious.
34th Street. Is that by Penn Station?
Not a great diner.
Not a great diner.
No.
Expensive and shitty.
Yep. They get the tourists, I guess, coming out of Penn Station. They're hungry.
No, I've been there. It's like, it's not horrible, but it's not like, it's not hard to make a good diner.
No, it really isn't.
How weak is that diner coffee? I need like 4 cups to feel anything.
Yes, that's so true. I like 7-Eleven coffee.
You like it?
Well, I like it better.
I get it, but I don't think I like it.
I like bodega coffee. I like gas station coffee.
Are you drinking it black?
Oh yeah, I might put one of those little caps of cream in.
Yeah.
But Starbucks, I hate Starbucks.
I hate it, but it's growing on me. Now that they have some oat milk, I could just throw in there. I just like oat milk.
I love oat milk.
I can't believe people liked almond milk. It's fucking bad.
Is it?
Once you have oat milk, you're like, this shit's...
What's wrong with almond?
It's just not as good. It's like I like to see my coffee change just a little bit of color.
Yeah.
I like to experience the color change. Don't have to stir it. Just put a little in there. I'm good. Yeah, oat. I do oat or whole. I don't want.
I do whole too.
Half and half is fine.
Yep. I don't like soy.
Soy.
I hear it's bad for you. I hear it's chemically.
Is it bad for you? I've heard that too.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
All this shit, all this new health shit. It's like there's a reason stuff's been around forever, you know?
But it's scary when you hear like the 4 food groups or the food pyramid. The food pyramid is fucking was
the
like
pyramid scheme.
It was, yeah, exactly. It was like the government was like, we got to push grain. We need to help the farmers, so they put that in. And I know we're getting into conspiracy shit, but when you look at
this isn't that dark. There's a lot of conspiracy pockets.
That's true.
I don't think anyone's like, we got to cancel them over the grain theory.
Yeah, there's no child blood on the food group, but yeah, it's like all this is horrible. Like,
no one's gonna trash the Capitol over the food groups.
Anything when you look into it is like almonds. They say one almond takes 80 gallons of water. You're like, one almond? I ate a bag of almonds today. I just ate like a lake. You know, but it's all a bummer to look at everything.
Almonds are so satisfying during the day, but then at night, if you've had a few drinks, it's the least satisfying thing of all time.
There's no fun with an almond.
No fun.
Give me an M&M with a peanut or something.
M&M, pretzel, chips.
Yes. Oh, chips. It sucks how good chips are.
They're so good. Well, dude, I like those kettle chips. Those.
Oh yeah.
Those really crunchy. What's your go-to flavor?
I mean, I'm a cunt. I like Dorito.
Really?
I love a classic Dorito. Give me a Cool Ranch, a cheese.
Wow, I'm so not in that. I don't dislike them, but I'm like all day. I'm like, give me those like kettle chip, salt and vinegar, sour cream and onion.
Oh, that's good.
That's my
good.
shit. Oh, dude, Korean barbecue. Those. I love it.
I don't know if it made it up here, but we had Zaps. And those are pretty damn
good.
Those
are fucking. That's like a New Orleans thing.
It's a New Orleans thing. Yeah, they have
Voodoo,
Crawdad, all these cool flavors.
Those are fucking good.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Those are crunchy too. I also I like the weird flavors. I've had pickle flavored chips. They're good.
I'm into that. Especially you get a flavored chip like a pickle or a sour cream, and you dip it in a dip. Ooh. Oh, it's an explosion of orgasm in your mouth
and your pants, dude. It's fucking good. Yeah. I like that. I like
Pringle.
Yeah, I like a Pringle.
I don't mind a Pringle. Pringle's kind of middle of the road.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, the crunch is so big with a chip.
Yes.
And those kettle chips are just game changers, man. I love that shit.
Sun chip?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I don't love them. I don't like a chip that's trying to be healthy. Sun chip feels like it's pretentious to me.
It's like a bisexual chip.
Yes.
Pick an audience here.
Pick a lane.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sun chip. What the hell does that mean? You out in the sun?
Sun chip, like
tanning?
It's green.
Yeah.
We're fighting climate change here at Sun Chip. At Country Salsa, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Zesty vegetable. Shut up. Get a job.
Vegetable chip.
Yeah, get out of here.
What are we doing with the vegetable chips?
I know. I'm already eating a chip.
Although, you know what's good at restaurants sometimes they'll do, like Caroline's Comedy Club used to do this, those zucchini chips.
Oh,
with a nice little yogurt dill.
Those are good. Yeah.
Love a, man. Yeah, how about in Canada when they do like ketchup potato chips?
Yeah, come on.
That's fucking weird.
Get out of here, Canada. Grow a pair. Ketchup.
You're not doing much for your rep as having the shittiest palate of any country.
I know. Jesus Christ. Poutine is overrated. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's all right. It's disco fries with cheese curd. Get out of here.
Yeah, they're going. I'm more of. If we're doing cheese fries, I want it melted. I don't want just like chunks of cheese.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I want some like cheddar or American on that shit.
Don't ever get pizza in Canada, by the way.
Is it terrible?
It's almost like
Montreal has good pizza.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you get like I'm talking about like a pizza stand. Maybe you go to a nice restaurant. I'm sure they have some decent pizza. But if you go to like a pizza stand at 1 in the morning, it's like it's almost like if an alien was told what pizza was, and they're like, okay, I'll try to make that. It's got no love in it. It's got no cheese pull. It's got nothing.
Interesting. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I guess it's not Montreal. I guess it's about the bread, and like Montreal does a pretty good bagels too.
Oh yeah,
I like a Montreal bagel.
That's true.
But you're right. Yeah, overall it's not great.
Yeah, interesting on the death row meal.
They also do Lay's potato chips that are like chocolate. There, have you seen those in Canada?
No,
chocolate potato chips. It's a lot.
Yeah, come on. I mean, look who's talking. I'm like, we have the Double Down, the KFC bowl, the Choco Taco.
Choco Taco's fucking good, dude.
So good.
If that's like first time high meal.
Yeah.
You're high for the first time. You get either like a Choco Taco or like a Snickers ice cream bar.
Oh my God, the Snickers ice cream bar is like your first time you get your ass eaten. That thing is insane. Oh, Matt perked up on that one.
How about the Twix ice cream bar?
I've never had it.
It might be even better.
What? See, Twix. Now, this is where I got another secret to unleash.
Uh-oh.
I don't love hard foods.
Really?
Like a biscotti or a crouton. It's too hard for me. And Twix can be a little too hard.
I like Twix.
Everybody likes Twix.
What's your go-to? If you're doing a candy bar, what are you doing?
I think Snickers is up there.
Yeah.
I know it's basic and hack.
Basic.
But
It's like liking regular M&Ms. It is a little basic.
It's a little, but I think my all-time favorite is the Reese's Cup.
Yeah, that's a good one. You've told me that actually.
I love anything with peanut butter in it.
Do you gummy ever like Twizzler or Sour Patch Kids? Or is
Nah.
Not your thing.
That's child's play. Come on. I don't even know what a Twizzler is. It's like rubbery and gelatiny. Really? There's no flavor.
When we were kids, like playing baseball, we'd be on the side, like bite off each side, sip your Gatorade through that. We did not win a lot of games.
You got diabetes, though. Jesus.
We played one school where their teacher, their principal was thrown out for molesting kids, and I started to chant at a game, "Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone." We just kept chanting that, and they were just like, "Ugh, we hate you guys."
That's hilarious.
And they beat us, but we got digs in.
Yeah, you're looking at him with the Twizzler. Oh, man. You're the catcher again, huh? All right.
Woo! Interesting. I like a Twizzler.
Yeah.
How about black licorice? Would you ever do that?
Oh, no. I don't
If you get
understand
good
licorice.
black licorice, it's pretty good.
I've never had good black licorice, but it's, I don't know. I don't get any of the it's just chewy and rubbery and weird to me. I don't know.
So you're a chocolate guy.
Chocolate guy all the way. I'm not even a big fruity candy guy.
Yeah, it's risky.
Yeah, like my friends like gummy bears all day. I'm like, I can have 2 gummy bears. Doesn't do it. Sweet tarts, get out of here. Sour Patch.
Sweet tarts are just like, who is that? That's like, who's your audience? I feel like skaters or something.
Yeah, you can have a Surge.
Surge. Do you ever drink Surge?
Oh yeah, I mean I was a skateboarder. We would
Jolt
guzzle
gum.
that shit. Yes, I feel like we're dating ourselves here.
Yeah, for sure.
All that shit. Crystal Pepsi, Zima, all gone.
Crystal Pepsi. So it was white Pepsi.
It was just clear Pepsi.
Yeah, clear, not white. I don't have to make everything a racial issue on this podcast. This Pepsi is white.
Yeah.
I saw a guy at the comedy club. He was yelling at his girlfriend. He was being like verbally abusive, and then he ordered a girly drink, which made me laugh. It's like, shut up, ho. Lemon drop, please.
Don't you kind of lose a little respect when somebody has to have a sugary drink? You're like, you don't know how to drink.
Of course. It's like when I see people put too much sugar in their coffee, I'm like, you should have just gotten like a milkshake.
I know, right?
You want a coffee?
And you do that every day.
Yeah, it's weird. Like sugary cocktails, I get if you have like 1 or 2, but if you're getting like, there are people that get like fucked up off just sugary cocktails. I'm like, you must feel horrible.
Horrible. Yeah, that crash from the sugar.
Electric lemonade. You got fucked up off blue drinks.
I know. And then also, like, you're a grown-up. At what point do you go, like, I gotta kick this? And they go, but it tastes good. Yeah, I know, but so does candy. But you just can't eat candy all day, every day.
I like this idea of an intervention. You have a problem. Drinking? No, you're a pussy. You're a fucking, you drink like a pussy.
Yeah, be a man. My girl likes a big, stout fucking Guinness, all kinds of lagers and shit. I'm like, I love that.
Yeah, I'll do sugar in my drinks, but it's going to be like a cool cocktail, like a Manhattan or a Negroni or something.
Yeah, but at least that has some subtle integrity to it. It's got some class.
Yeah, it does. But you get fucked up off only Manhattans or Negronis, you're going to feel that the next day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
I got these really good glasses at home that our boy Phil Hanley got me, and they're like they just make something about a good glass just makes the drinking experience so much better.
So true. Good glass, and I got that ice cube ball, and that goes a long way.
Game changer.
Yeah.
It just makes you appreciate it, makes you like kind of nurse it a little more. But like you have a nice glass, even like you're drinking wine out of like when you're a kid, you'll drink wine or whatever out of a Dixie cup or something.
Oh yeah.
But then you have it out of a real glass, and you're just like, I'm an adult. This is good.
There's something about a glass. Like you go to a baseball game, and they give you a cup of beer in a plastic cup. You're kind of like, all right. But then you go to a bar and you have that pint glass. It just feels better.
Although there's something about like I know that they have like a reason for this, but when you get a beer in like too fancy a glass, I'm kind of like slow down.
I'm with you on that. Like
who am I, the ladies' man? Fucking Leon Phelps. I'm swirling it like it's Cavassier.
Right, the snifter. What is that beer? The Duvel or whatever.
Yeah, it's a little too much. It tastes good, but like, are we really?
I'm with you.
It's not. It's not like I know it's like a good beer.
Right.
Like I accept that, but I'm just not a beer guy.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, I like beer, but I just don't think I'm like blown away by like the fancy beers.
Yes, Delirium Tremor. It's 12%.
That's pretty good though.
It's good.
That's a good beer.
But then they're like, it has to breathe in this cup. You're like, I'm out. I don't need to breathe. Come on, just give me the beer.
How do you feel about a sour beer?
I can have half of one. It's too much for me.
I had a sour monkey in LA. I had a few of those while watching the game. They're pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, to me that's not like a we're going out tonight beer. I'm like, that's a watch TV or sit in the park beer.
Can you get drunk on Guinness or is it too thick?
Dude, I went to Ireland for that comedy festival.
I was with you.
Oh yeah, the Vodafone.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
We had a great time.
I was drunk the whole time.
You were gone.
What a great crew. Me, you, Rachel, Chris D, Colin Quinn,
Nate Bargatze,
just the best crew. And
Sean Padden,
Nick Vatterott.
Yeah.
TJ Miller, we're all at this crazy old, 1820 bar, and we're on the third floor. They're all, oi, 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 jumping up. The place is shaking, the floor is creaking, and they were like, it's last call. So Vatterott put his credit card down and ordered he's like, give me 40 Guinnesses.
What?
So the guy's just like, I have a photo of it. Guy's just doing this. There's 40 Guinness pints on the table, and we finished them all. And I don't remember the night. I don't know how I got home. My ass hurt when I woke up.
Damn.
But it was a hell of a night, and the Guinnesses are smooth there.
They are really good there.
So good.
Why are they so much better there? Why can't we recreate that flavor?
I don't know. What are we doing here? We got a Honda plant. We could remake a Honda. It
is annoying when people are like, you should. It is like the same person who's like, the book was better.
Yeah, that's true.
When they tell you how much better the Guinness is overseas. We get it. But like, why can't we make it as good?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it goes back to the diner or the comfort food or the pizza place. You got to know what you're doing. It's got to be that old fat Italian guy with the, stained t-shirt.
Stains are big, man. Oh, fucking, you know what I got? I had the gnats in my drink yesterday. So gross.
Oh, I hate that.
I didn't realize. I mean, I had like 3 of them, and then I'm with Dina, and she's like, there are bugs in our drink. And I was like, I've had like 4 of these. Cool. But it's like, yeah, it's the limes. They're all over those fucking limes.
The limes, yeah. The summertime, the gnats come out. I have these sticky things in my apartment that catch them all. It's a nightmare.
It's fucking gross.
But yeah, the gnats, you can just pull them out with your finger at least. But still
gross.
It's super
I'm
gross.
just pulling bugs out of my drink.
Does she drink?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Always good to have a feature that drinks with you.
Yeah, no, she drinks.
All right. Well, I can't imagine Dina hammered.
She just just slows down a little, like most. Like,
slows down. Like, she's already.
Well, like slower, drinkers. They just kind of like she's like a chill drinker.
All right. She's not hurling slurs or.
She does that, but at a very calm energy, so it's nice.
She's grabbing a cop's gun. That's fun. All right, good for her.
Should we do bits? How much time do you have?
Oh yeah, we got a few minutes. Let's do some bits.
Is he picking you up here?
No, I'm gonna Uber down. It's not far.
All right. You want to do a bit or should I do a bit?
Hit me.
Has this been done? I feel like I can't believe it if this hasn't been done. But I have a whole thing about how people think body cams are going to stop police brutality. It's like, have you never seen the show Cops?
Right.
It's like they were doing a lot of police brutality. That was pretty much the whole show.
Yeah.
To the point they'd like throw a dude onto a car and they'd be like, shit, did you not? Well, let's take that again. I'll throw him again. You know?
That's good.
I want to do a thing about how police brutality is like, it's like the show Full House. Like, we know it's bad now.
Right.
But in the 90s, we'd be like, gather around. It's time to watch.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Because that show was on the air for 33 seasons.
What?
Cops.
Whoa.
33. It's like almost, it's been on longer than Law and Order.
Yeah, wow.
A scripted cop show that we're like, this has been on a little long.
Right. I mean, I love Cops. We'd watch it with the family. It was part of the night.
I know.
It was part of the schedule.
I never liked it.
Oh my God, it was just so fascinating. And it was, pre-internet clip videos, so it was like, whoa, you're seeing real shit. now this world star and all that. But, like,
but it was very manipulative. I mean, even the intro, bad boy. We're like, all right, the cops are the good guys.
I know.
Always.
And there was some Schadenfreude. Not Schadenfreude, but you compare, like, wow, at least we're not them.
I know.
At least we're not that fat lady in the trailer.
That really was. Like, we act like reality TV came out of nowhere, but that was reality TV.
Oh, yeah. Real World, all that shit. That was around for a while.
Real World.
Yeah.
Did you watch that shit?
I did. I loved it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But cops, it's so true with the body cam. We're like, we're going to get them. And then they had a show cop, but they could edit cops. You can't edit a body cam.
That's true.
You could edit the TV show, you know?
Yeah.
And there's commercials.
That's what body cam, you don't always get to look. You can't add music.
Yeah, right. You can't add snappy reggae.
You can't be like, hold on, bad boys.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah.
Right. And there was cops, you watch it with your family. There was a commercial, you know, for Pizza Hut in between segments.
True. I like the idea that you can edit. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah. It's kind of like saying, hey, we can't let Donald Trump tweet, but he's still the president. You know? It's like, you're worried about this? He's still in control.
Right.
I know there's an analogy there.
Right.
You know,
So Trump is off Facebook till 2023.
What?
And my first thought was just in time to run.
Yeah.
to get it back.
That's hilarious.
What?
I like that.
Yeah, there's something there. What do you got?
This could be silly. I'm trying to. My material's pretty dark at the moment.
You told me. I want to see it.
It's dark, and so I'm trying to let me get some clean stuff just in case you need a TV set or a Seinfeld opening. So you want some clean ready at the helm. Yeah. So I've been hanging out with this cat that the lady got, and I'm getting to know the cat, and I talk about how the cat just stares out the window all day, and for the cat, the window is kind of like the cat's phone. You know, it stares out the window, it judges people, or it stares at it all day, it judges people with picking fights that aren't real. Then it catches a reflection of itself, hates that guy, and then the big ending is, then he sees a female kitten, he's like, ooh, or a female cat, then he's like, oh, I shouldn't, it's a kitten, it's hairless. So I like that.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits, but it's kind of a long way to go to get to that.
There's something funny about
part.
how looking out the window, just seeing like the idea that you're on social media and you just see people with better lives.
Oh,
that's what the cat's gonna be
yeah.
like. Fuck, look at this dog.
That's good. Yeah, he's living.
He's living.
Meanwhile, the dog's homeless. But you just think they're doing better than you.
I mean, that's what social media is, right?
Yeah.
You're just watching people with at their best.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
they're in Cabo. They're not showing you leaving the fucking abortion clinic. You know, it's like I'm on vacation.
Right, or finding a dinner, or not getting it up at the bedroom. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you never see a picture of a guy just like this.
What do you want? Yeah, where should we eat? I don't care. Are you pissed? I'm not pissed. All right.
The window is that's his phone.
That's his phone. All day staring at it. And there's something about catching the glimpse of yourself.
You're on
it's
your
like
phone.
a selfie.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh, no, you're on your phone. He's looking out the window. You're both avoiding your lives.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. He's got to go to the vet, but he won't stop looking out the window. And then I talk about how he's a pillhead. He sleeps all day. And then when you try to bond with him, he cuts you. That part's hitting. And then
Cats are fucking fun, man.
They're fun. There's a lot of material there. And then the big ending is my girl wants another one. She's like, we should get another cat. I'm like, no. You got it. Cats are like abortions. 1 or 2 is fine. But after about 12, people start judging.
I have a joke where I say 12 abortions.
Oh, all right. I'll change to 11.
11. We're good.
All right.
Baker's dozen. Interesting, man. Yeah, that's funny, man.
Wait, what's the 12? Now I'm curious about the 12 abortions.
I have a joke where I was talking.
The apostles.
I say, you ever think you're really progressive, and then you talk to someone who's really progressive, and you're like, maybe I'm not. Like I was talking to a guy who said, I think a woman should be able to get 12 abortions if she wants, and I was like, 12. That's a pretty horrifying number to toss out there.
Yeah,
like like it's not affecting her day to day. Once you hit the baker's dozen, like once you've killed enough fetuses that they could have formed a band. Ironically, also called the Grateful Dead.
Oh, I know this bit. Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, I go with 12 too. 12's a fun number.
12's a fun number.
Drowned apostles.
Yeah, it's one syllable too, which is nice. 12, but it's still a high number. Double digits. I'll go 11.
Go 11, baby.
All right.
You can go 12. I think we're fine.
It's a totally different bit. But
I think what were we talking about? Oh, we should tell people we got our samples.
Oh, that's right.
So next episode after this, our booze of choice will be our booze that we're going to make. We're bringing in 7 different samples. We got Canadian whiskey. We got fucking rye. We got part rye, part bourbon.
Ooh.
We got a lot of samples. We're going to sample them here. We're going to take sips. I don't know how we do this. Do we take like a cracker in between to cleanse the palate? What do we do?
That's a good question. Yeah, maybe we eat a licorice or something.
Licorice?
Yeah, just to give you your
I think that will
Twizzler.
hurt your taste buds.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Well, some kind of ginger, like in the sushi. You need a palate cleanser, you know?
Maybe we just have a sip of water.
All right, a sip of water works.
And then we, so we'll sample that. We'll come up with what is going to be Detour or Fat Cat or whatever we end up calling this. Long Goodbye, whatever we end up calling this.
Right, yeah.
Roadkill.
Yes.
We don't know what we're calling our booze yet, but it's coming, baby.
I can't believe wheels are in motion. We got to thank Christopher
Hart.
Christopher Hart, yeah, he's a booze aficionado down in Texas. He's helping us out. So yeah, thanks, Christopher. We're going to do it right in front of your very eyes. We're going to pick it.
This might be a record-breaking burp episode, the sample one for you.
Oh, yeah. I'll be burping up whiskey all day. So check it out. Give us your feedback, your input. We want to know what you think. And, we're gonna make a goddamn booze to sell.
Subscribe to Patreon. Where are you going to be on the road? This is next week.
That's a good question. I'm in Orlando this weekend, so that's gone.
Nice.
But, never done the Orlando Improv, have you?
No.
San Antonio at the Rock Box.
Nice.
Houston Improv, Funny Bone Serious, Toledo Funny Bone, Philly Helium, that'll sell. Buffalo, Dayton, Appleton, Arlington, Brea,
Nice.
Albany. So yeah, fun stuff.
I got Tampa, Side Splitters, Raleigh, Cincinnati, Funny Bone.
Oh man, these are fun rooms.
What else?
You're doing the Liberty.
Yeah.
You signed on.
I think so.
All right.
OKC, Madison, Nashville.
Woo! Wow.
Samuel.com/shows. Let's do it.
That's a hot tour. Madison to Nashville's up.
I think I'm
Great
Madison,
weekend.
OKC, Nashville.
Oh, that's gonna
OKC
be
should
great.
be fun, right?
Is that Bricktown?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great club.
I hear it's great.
Great room. It's
I
big.
wonder how I sell in there. That could be a weird market.
I don't think there's much to do out there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's bet on that. No, Oklahoma is kind of cool, man. I played
town.
Tulsa with I did Tulsa with Aziz once, and it was such a fucking fun city. It's
Tell you, there's all these sleeper cities that don't get their due, but they're great.
Tulsa is like low key, like kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? I'm gonna give a peeve on myself. I don't like people using the word low key. I don't know why I just did that. It's overused. It's not. I'm mad at myself for saying it just now.
I'm with you on low key. That's why I say sneaky. It's a sneaky, cool town. Sneaky's low key, but
Sneaky.
it's a little less cunty.
Sneaky is. Oh, it's better to be a low key guy than a sneaky guy.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But you go, that guy's sneaky hot. It's better than that guy's low key hot.
Yeah, low key's annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of high key shit that people are saying.
Right.
Like
low-key.
he's a little low key. Like it's very known.
Yes.
New York's a low key kind of cool place. Is it?
It's not low
It's
key.
the Big Apple. It's
Right.
not low key.
Yeah. By the way, I think that's a Greek god too. Loki. I think. Matt, give that a goog.
No, Loki. There's a Disney Plus show coming out. He's one of the.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm not up on the
Thor.
Disney Plus. I don't know what are you babysitting?
You've never seen the Avengers movies?
Not one.
Loki?
Nothing.
Tom Hiddleston?
No, never heard of them. I don't want to know.
All right.
I'm trying to keep Avengers out of my brain. Too
All right.
much Marvel.
Too much Marvel. It's
Yeah.
like, God, fucking the monopoly is.
I know. Give me an original picture.
It's funny Marvel went, this is so much about, just, anything in entertainment, how they went from bankrupt to too much.
Yes.
I remember the 90s, they're like, Marvel has no money. I'm like, it's Spider-Man. How do they have no money? How badly did you mismanage shit?
I know. That's so true.
And now it's just like, there's going to be a Spider-Man movie every 3 years. And you're like, well, it's going to be a new story. They're like, no, it's the same movie.
Yep.
Maybe a different. It's like, how many times do we need that Green Goblin story?
I know. Jesus Christ. We got it.
I hear Tobey Maguire's a fucking monster, by the way.
I've heard the same thing.
Did you see that, that Aaron Sorkin movie, Molly's Game?
Oh, no, I didn't see that
It's
one.
pretty good.
With Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, but there's
she's
a guy, Michael Cera plays this guy like Player X in the poker game, and he's like a monster. He's like such a bad dude. And I was like, who is it? Because it's a celebrity. I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
All the Reddit boards were like, Tobey Maguire. So he's like a dark poker playing, yeah.
Wow, who knew?
Tobey Maguire is a sneaky dark.
There you go.
Yeah.
I believe it. There's all kinds of, you hear all kinds of guys are
Yeah.
douchebags out there. Sometimes I've noticed if we're getting a little bit of a little heat going and we start selling out, and then if you're not the nicest guy ever at the club, people think you're an asshole. And you're like, I just didn't want to talk to you at the urinal. So now I'm a dark, you know?
Right.
Do you find that?
Not really.
Right.
I mean, I get what you mean, but I'm sick of the fucking, just get us a bathroom so I can focus on the set.
I know.
Most clubs have it.
That's true. All right.
I just get nervous before. I don't want to be, I'm in my head. I just want to like go over notes and shit.
Same. Then some guys got you in a headlock at the, you know.
I do not care for
lobby.
the touching. Do you ever get someone after the show who like touch your chest a lot and
Oh,
shit?
yeah.
Like, well, can we just keep are we not a civilized society?
I know. I know I'm like the clown of the show, but like I had a guy going, like, can I get a photo? I was like, sure. And he's like, okay. And he like moved me around, and I was like, what are you doing? You're moving
Or when
me?
they touch your belly or something? I'm just
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
I know. That's a problem. But hey, can't complain. We're doing what we love to do.
It's a problem. What the fuck?
Get on the Patreon. Check us out.
It's gonna be on MSNBC later. It's a big problem. Someone touching Mark's midsection.
Yeah, I don't love
and
it.
moving him around.
I don't love it.
It's a peeve.
This is one I get all the time. Oh, I thought you'd be taller. Yeah, we all did. Thank you. I'm 5'10". It sucks. All right. Have a good night, folks.
Subscribe to the Patreon. We'll see you soon. Love it.
Comedy.